It's all good just a few weeks ago, man. Just a month ago or whatever it was, man, it was all good, bro. What's up, everybody, man? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with a halftime live. I'm gonna go a little longer at halftime than I normally go, man, because at this point, it's become a preseason game. We've pulled the starters. Um, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I'm not even mad no more. Like it's like get mad and scream and yell like I did last week after the Cardinals game. Do that for what? We all see what's going on. We know what time it is. Like this team is just pathetic. This team has just completely just mailed it in, man. And now AJ Brown looked like he has a real injury. Like you may have an opportunity where next week against Tampa, you don't have no AJ Brown or Devontae Smith. Like, and let me tell y'all something, man. I'm gonna keep one thing about me, man, Mr. Dugas, bro, is I keep it 100. And this is, you know what? As much as I love my team, this is good for Nick Sirianni. This what his ass get. Because you know what? Be a damn coach, man. Be an adult. As a head coach, you need to be an adult, man. You need to be the adult of the room. And all the nonsense he like to do, looking in the camera, doing that. Hey, Chiefs fans, doing all that nonsense on the sideline during the game. Like, dude, this is what you get. You've been nothing but a damn cheerleader. Basically, Shane Steichen and Jonathan Gannon has saved your ass the last few couple of years. They say now you don't have good coordinators. You don't. Your offensive coordinator, Brian Johnson, God bless his heart, he in over his head, man. You fired Sean Desai after 2 bad games. The defense wasn't great, but it was much better than this. You hired Matt. You said Matt Patricia was one of the greatest defensive coordinators of all time. That's what you told us. And now I'm looking at the game, yo. Now, granted, I'm not the smartest guy in the world when it comes to defensive schemes and all that. But when you're rushing 4 linemen, okay, against 5 blockers, and then you allow one of the offensive linemen to double team one of the D tackles, then you're asking your corners to cover receivers while they're playing 8 yards off of the ball. How is that? How does that work in any type of defensive scheme? Some of y'all might be coaches. Y'all let me know if that makes any logical schematic sense. Like I'm not about to sit here. That's one thing about me, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like this team is just this team. Sirianni has lost this team, man. He's lost this team. Like maybe the switch it to maybe those guys really liked Sean Desai and him getting rid of him and promoting Matt Patricia. Maybe that just these guys don't look like they about to go out there and lay it on the line for Matt Patricia, man. Let's just keep it 100. Now we could come up with any reasons why, but that's just what it is. Offensively, Brian Johnson is in over his head. And Nick Sirianni, he's showing me that he's nothing but a cheerleader on the sideline. Do y'all know how many coaches they have out there that, you know, probably besides, you know, maybe Miami, maybe like maybe Detroit, you know what I'm saying? Besides those teams, like which team has as much offensive personnel that this team has? When you consider a quarterback, running back, the offensive line, the receivers. Like, you know how many coaching staffs would love to have this type of talent? And you don't know what to do with it. I mean, Wink Martindale is blitzing us damn near every play, and you have no answer for it. And you see it, granted, I get it, Brian Johnson, the coordinators are going to fall on the sword, man. I get it. But let me tell y'all something. We need to look at Nick Sirianni. Because as a head coach, bruh, what are you doing besides just looking and cheerleading when things go well? What are you doing? Like, nah, bruh. Like, why should I believe this team is going to go to Tampa next week? We may not even have AJ Brown, man. Or Devontae Smith. I mean, look, man, boy, 10-1 was fun. Like, that's all I'm gonna say, man. 10-1 was fun. 10-1 was fun, y'all. Like that's the memory of the year. After we beat Buffalo, bro, I'm not gonna lie, man. But we in this Super Bowl, boy. We going to the Super Bowl. We 2 games ahead on everybody in the league, man. We just coming off of going to Kansas City and winning. You playing that, not Dallas. You playing Buffalo at home. You know what I'm saying? It was fun at 10-1, man. All I'm gonna say. Like, I've never seen this has to be, y'all. I'm not even joking, man. I know y'all gonna say you over. This has to be the worst coaching job. As long as I've been an Eagle fan, this has to be the worst coaching job I've seen. Because we've had bad coaches, but we've had bad coaches with not much talent. You know, it's something in this locker room, y'all. This team has talent, man, especially offensively. Hell, it's even a little small little thing inside of me that's like, you know what? If this team go to Tampa and win next week, they could go on a little run. It's a little bit, a tiny bit of me inside that feels that. But it's like I'm tired of just assuming that this team is going to turn on some light switch. Dude, now we're starting to get injured, man. We're starting to get injured, man. Dog, like, as Eagles fans, we got to hope AJ Brown can play next week, man. It looked pretty bad, that injury, especially on that turf. Like, if we ain't got AJ next week, why even try to win in Tampa? Like, I mean, bro, this got to be like one of the big. This team has got. Let me tell you something about coaching, man. Teams that are well coached, they get better as the season progresses. Teams that are well coached get better. Yo, this team has gotten worse, man. Like, this team has gotten worse. Why should I think we gonna go to Tampa next week and beat that team? That team already gonna have it in for us for beating them up there earlier this year. Why should I think, bro? We got a bad coaching staff. Let's just call it like. And look, I gotta put my hand up and apologize to Jonathan Gannon, man. I blamed him last year. I blame Jonathan Gannon. It's Jonathan Gannon's fault. You know what I'm saying? This team would have won the Super Bowl if it wasn't for Jonathan Gannon. It don't matter who we put at defensive coordinator. This team gonna be. Jonathan Gannon came in here last week and beat us. Jonathan Gannon looks like he knows what he's doing. Like Shane Steichen, I mean, they lost last night, but Shane Steichen nearly made the playoffs with Gardner Minshew, who we all hated. I mean, let's keep it 100, man. Nick did a terrible job of hiring the coordinators, man. Like, at some point, yo, Brian Johnson should have gotten better by now. Why is he getting worse as a play caller? Every week he's getting worse as a play caller. Why is this deep? You told us that Matt Patricia was one of the greatest defensive coordinators of all time. That came out. Y'all go Google it. That came out of Nick. Pull it up on YouTube, man. That came out of Nick Sirianni's mouth. Well, not Google. Y'all look it up on YouTube. My bad, YouTube. But look it up. Look it up, man. And I'm sitting here all day trying to convince myself Washington could beat Dallas. Washington could look out for us. And then, Washington, like, we don't even want it, man. We don't even want it. Man, this team is down 24 to nothing at halftime to the hapless New York Giants, man. To the hapless New York Giants, this team is down 24 to nothing at halftime, man. Like, I'm not even mad, y'all. I'm disappointed. But I'm not like y'all seen me last week at that Arizona game. I was furious. I'm not letting this team raise my blood pressure up like that no more. Cause it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like people gonna laugh. People got the Dallas fans could laugh, throw it in our face. I mean, we deserve it. We absolutely deserve it. I mean, this team is it's a joke, man. 10-1 was fun. It was. 10-1 was fun, man. Like this team looks like a team that don't even want to be out there, yo. This team is not inspired. This team don't believe. This team don't want to be out there, man. Like I don't know if y'all see. I see it. This team does not even want to be out there. Then we got to go through another week of, oh, we in the playoffs, so anything could happen. Oh, now it's, dude, we got the same coaches, man. We not at this point. I'm surprised that we beat Tampa, man. I'm surprised we beat Tampa. Like, I'm surprised we beat Tampa. Like, it is laughable how bad we look out there today. It's laughable, man. It is laughable how bad we look out there today. At this point, man, can we just end this thing so we can look at real football? We could look at offensive coordinators scheming wide receivers wide open. Can we look at defensive coordinators getting creative defensively to create sacks and turnovers and stuff? Like at this point, can we look at that? Why we got to sit up here and keep watching this coaching staff that don't know anything? Nick Sirianni is officially a trick. Look, man, I know people gonna sit up here and be like, "Oh, man, look, Daddy, I don't think Howie, whatever." But we gotta take. We can't just. I'm not saying we're gonna fire the man, but we can't just assume. You know what I'm saying? That it's gonna be fine. What you gonna fire the coordinators and then what? My issue is with you, Nick Sirianni. My issue is with you. Like, I don't have no faith that you can figure this thing out. Because it looks to me like you need your coordinators to carry you and your talented team to carry you. Real head coaches, offensive minded head. Look, let's keep it 100. We all think Matt McCartney is a joke. But you know what he did when he didn't like his offense? He said, damn that. I'm going to call the plays. He said, as the head coach, it's my job to make sure this offense is rolling. I'm going to call the plays. Nick Sirianni, if you can't call plays and you clearly can't inspire a team, what the hell do we have you for? Why the hell are you here? If you can't call plays and you can't inspire a team, why are you here? What do you do? You know how many coaches would be lined up to coach this type of talent and a coach with this type of fan base behind the team? Why are you here? You're not going to take over play calling range when clearly it's not working. Why are you here? All right, y'all, man. Let me go, man. like, let me go, man. I'll do a live later, man. We already know the outcome of this game. Um, so I'll let y'all later, man. Ain't really even much else to say, man. This has just been very disappointing. This team has just really let us down. It just really wet the bed, man. And it's a little bit of everybody, but I mostly put it at the feet of the head coach. You know. Um, that's it, man. I'll let y'all